Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Welcome back to another beer review. The time has come for the last, which is sad, but the most exciting Trillium beer review. A review that I've really been looking forward to. I was actually driving home today thinking about this review. Very stoked to be able to review Vicinity, their double IPA. I don't know if this is a newer beer or what the deal is with this, but 8% alcohol by volume from Trillium, Boston, Massachusetts. A brewery that over the last 2 days I have become very fond of. This beer was bottled on July 22nd. And I like that they're printing the date on the label now. The first beer that I reviewed, the Galaxy Dry Hopped, I think it was Galaxy Dry Hop 4 Point. There was like a little sticker on the back, which is kind of cool because it was showing like how small of a brewery or operation they were running. But they're actually printing the date on the labels now. So that is rad. This comes from one of the coolest dudes ever, Nick from What Cheers. Please check out his channel. I will link to his channel in the description below. I promise I won't forget this time, Nick. I saw that I forgot last night. I should edit that and add it, but it's kind of funny. What Cheers is his beer reviewing channel. If you have not checked it out, his channel and subscribed to him, please do. And just real quick, speaking of subscribers, it was like a week ago now, we hit 1,000 subscribers for this channel, and I just wanted to real quick, I don't want to make a big deal about it, but just thank you guys all for subscribing and watching. I know, and I've said this before, I know a lot of you are subscribed because of the arcade stuff and our podcast, and I really apologize for not having more arcade content on here. I know I keep saying that I'm going to have more, but there is more of that coming. But the beer reviewing has been super awesome lately. I feel like I've met a lot of really cool people. I've interacted with a lot of cool people. So all of you guys that watch and comment, it's seriously the best part of doing beer reviews. So please continue to watch and continue to comment, and let's make beer reviewing and beer drinking fun. I mean, I've always tried to make my beer reviews fun and lighthearted. I'm not the pretentious kind of beer reviewer, and there is a time and a place for that, but that's just not me. You know, I always imagine myself like sitting in a bar with my buddies talking about beer, and that's how I try and have my beer reviews come across. So really appreciate you guys and all your support. I hope you guys enjoy the reviews. Like I said, I try and keep them lighthearted, and but serious at the same time. So if you guys have friends that watch other beer reviewing channels and they don't know about this one, tell your friends about it. Let's get as many people on here as we can and discuss beer and talk about it. And yeah, I just want to thank all the guys that I subscribe to. You guys have made me all a better beer reviewer. I've watched a ton of channels, and you guys have helped me like figure out my palate and my nose and figuring beers out and which hops are which. So yeah, just want to say thanks to everyone who subscribes and watches, and everyone who likes, and everyone who comments, and all you guys for all the support. You guys are awesome. Really, I mean that. Really appreciate that. So let's get on with this one. It is hot as shit out here. Again, with this one, expectations are really high. I'm expecting this to be amazing. 4 Point was incredible. Congress Street was stupid good. And this is their double IPA, so let's go ahead and get into it. And as per usual with Trillium, it is straight juice. So we are off to a good start. I'm gonna try and stay calm and composed during this review. So beer comes in, that awesome hazy like grapefruit juice. Just look at that. Soak it in. That looks fucking awesome. Looks just like Congress Street. It's that awesome, like, it looks like grapefruit juice. That's the best descriptor of that. There's no reason to try and guess what color that is. I don't know what color it is. It's like a hazy, light orange, I don't know, pale orange kind of a color. But yeah, that's what grapefruit juice looks like if you guys drink grapefruit juice. Not the ruby red BS sugar-filled grapefruit juice, but regular grapefruit juice. There's alcohol legs on that. There's already lacing sticking to the glass. Trillium just makes amazing looking beer. So let's go ahead and check out the aroma. I have my cheat sheet here again for this one. Again, 8%. This one's hopped with Citra, Galaxy, and Columbus. So 4 Point was Citra and Columbus. Congress Street is Galaxy and Columbus, and this is kind of, and Nick mentioned that in his note, this is kind of like a combination of all of that. So If it's anything like the first two, I'm gonna absolutely love this beer. So let's get the nose on it. Yeah, just like last night, it is straight up. This is more, that Citra is way more present than in Fort Point, and there was no Citra last night, but the Citra and this just immediately pops right in your nose. Huge grapefruit juice, just pulpy grapefruit juice. There is that like green herbaceous note that I always get with Citra that I love, like that harsh kind of green, fresh cut. I mean, it's, for me, it's basil. You know, other people say it's other like herbs. I don't cook with a whole lot of other herbs besides basil, so that's what I always get that from Citra. Like that fresh torn, just intense, crazy herbaceous basil note. It's here in this. There's a tiny bit of like a pop of dankness underneath all the awesome citrus, which I'm guessing is from the Columbus. It's like that bitter kind of dank resinous thing. And this one too. And someone had made a comment on the Fort Point video. I don't know what yeast they use, but this has that faint like juicy fruit bubblegum thing going on again. This one again reminds me of green and reminds me of the Fort Point nose. Same kind of aroma. Just like kicked way up, like turned way, way up. Oh man, this smells amazing. It smells incredible. Like I wish I could, I don't know. I wish this came out of like my shower in the morning. That's nuts. Awesome, awesome stuff. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Nick, thank you so much. And cheers to all of you guys. Thank you to all of you who subscribe. Cheers to 1,000 subscribers. Cheers to 1,000 more. That's 8% alcohol, they say. Where is it hidden? That is a Citra bomb for me. There is so much bitter grapefruit. Holy shit. I like grapefruit and citrus forward IPAs and double IPAs. This is that, but again, the mouthfeel, it is like creamy juice. That's amazing. It is just huge grapefruit, orange, tangerines. It moves on to like sweet kind of mango. There's a little bit of like peachiness, passion fruit. But middle of the mouth, you get an awesome like pop of bitterness. It's actually a pretty long bitter finish for me. Last night with the Congress Street, it kind of fell right off your palate. This one stays, and I like that. I like that dank bitterness that stays on the. It's just, it goes like to the back of your tongue before it leaves. It goes all the way like front, like from the front of your tongue all the way to the back of your tongue. But then just finishes with like that crazy sweet, like pithy grapefruit thing. Super balanced for 8%. So easy drinking. That bitterness is actually, it's still there. This is crazy good. This is just in your face, hops, citrus. Man, it's still kind of just lingering. I love that. You guys know I'm like a big West Coast style, really bitter, dank, in your face double IPA guy. That's this. But it's got this awesome mouth. The mouthfeel on this is spot on. It's awesome. The carbonation's perfect. Again, it's like that velvety, creamy. Fuck, I don't know. Why isn't Trillium more talked about? Nick said you can go to the brewery and there's no line for bottles. How is that possible? What are you guys doing in Boston? What, seriously, what the are you at Sam Adams? Get the fuck out of there. This is crazy. That herbaceous note in there. And again, like that just faint kind of like fruit stripe bubblegum thing I keep going back to. I loved that gum as a kid. And I don't know if it's got to be Citra that does that. The resinous, like dank grapefruit though too. This is like, I don't know if this is like a West Coast take for them, but this is what I want West Coast IPAs to be. I want them to be that crazy grapefruit, pithy, citrus, dank, bitter beer, but with this mouthfeel. with that creamy, like the creamy, just mouth coating. I don't know how they do that. This would be, that's what it is. Now that I'm thinking about it and tasting this, this is what I want West Coast people to make. This reminds me of a West Coast beer, but it's not like that thin, just crush your mouth, fuck you, take these hops and like it kind of a thing. It's there and it's bitter and it finishes long, but it's just velvety, like just amazing. Just the texture of the beer in your mouth is fucking crazy. This is incredible. If you like hops, you will like this. I could see a lot of people saying this is too bitter, this is too hoppy, this is too, too grapefruit forward, too pithy. I think that's why when it comes to Treehouse, I prefer Green to Julius. It's like that dank resinous green, like gritty hoppy thing. That's this. This is amazing. Thinking about like double IPAs, I mean, I've said it with all the Trillium beers, and that's the way that it goes. It's the way that it is. People might think that I'm crazy for continuing to give these beers perfect scores, but out of the last 3 beers that I just drank, there's nothing that I would change about 4 Point Pale Ale, there's nothing I would change about Congress Street, and there's nothing I would change about this. Other people might say, hey, tone down the bitterness a little bit, it's a little unbalanced in that, but that's what I like. So for me and my palate, this is another 100. Nick sent me 3 perfect beers in the style, and that's the way that it goes. Trillium and Treehouse, they're the 2 best hoppy brewery. I've never had Hill Farmstead, and I got a message, or someone left a comment about, was it on Twitter? I think someone on Twitter said, you need to try some Hill Farmstead. I'm like, fuck. I was drinking Treehouse, and everyone's like, you need to try Trillium. Now that I've had Treehouse and Trillium, now everyone's like, well, you gotta have Hill Farmstead. Like the search is never ending. But I mean, I've had a Heady Topper. I've had Maine Beer Company beer. Trillium and Treehouse they are it. They're incredible. You guys make amazing beers, and it's just, I mean, I cannot wait to make a trip out to Boston to check out these breweries. This shit is fucking amazing. Incredible. Nick, I can't thank you enough for sending this. It's another 100, so I got to get out of this garage. It is straight fire out here. So again, thanks guys for subscribing. 1,000 subscribers. I'm so stoked on that. If you've had Vicinity, let me know what you think. I know Darwin's had it. He did it for his 500th beer review, and I think he liked it. I can't remember what he gave it. It was up there though. He might have gave it like a 99. Sorry Darwin, it's 100 for me. This is what I like in a double IPA, so you can tell me that I'm wrong, and that's cool. I think we enjoy the same kind of beer. So yeah, I'm out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of this garage. I will see you guys next time. Maybe we'll have a shitty beer. Who knows? That was another thing someone said. Someone give this guy a shitty beer. I don't want to drink shitty beer. Nick, I owe you for the rest of my life for these 3 beers that you sent. So I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I will see you next time.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.